Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Steph the Psychic coming to you from a place around the world. Now, before I get started on today's reading, I'm going to just speak a little bit of inspiration out there to whoever's listening, hoping that it reaches you in your mind and your heart, wherever it needs to touch to help soothe the places that may be turbulent in your life right now. Today is November 26th, and hopefully we're in a place to rejoice, to pray if you pray, or to be thankful to whatever spirits or deities, your ancestors or Great Spirit, Holy Spirit, or if you're religious, be thankful to, your community. It is easy for us to get weighed down with the negative things in this world. Our lives and the lives of those around us are full of troubles that make us weary. Some days it can be difficult to find joy in the midst of our own chaos. We wonder what God's will is, what Spirit's will is, what path is it that our ancestors would like us to go? Where shall we travel? Especially in hardships. At times, we can't see the master plan for our lives. However, we feel as though, if we could, maybe we could just make it through. Maybe a reading, maybe a word, maybe some advice from the right person will help us on the path that we're walking. We sometimes wonder what Spirit wants us to do in the midst of our difficulties. I found that rejoicing, praying, being thankful, words of affirmation, meditation, those have all been great tools to assist me in the times of my hardship. Now, these three things, constant rejoicing, prayer, and thanksgiving, are the formula for doing Spirit's will in our lives. If you are atheist, that could be the formula for doing your own will, and swap out prayer for affirmations or confidence. Throughout the day, think about what you're thankful for. Rejoice continually in what you, Spirit, God, your deities, your ancestors has done for you. Thank God or Spirit intentionally for those things, and watch how that storm turns into sunshine. Now, those are words from affirmation from a daily devotional book that I've grabbed. Not my words. I ad-libbed a little bit. Take it as you will. Now, this is a phrase, statement, comment, words of inspiration out of another daily inspirational that I have. And these words come from James Carroll, November 26. There are times when we stop. We sit still. We listen, and breezes from a whole other world begins to whisper. And again, that's James Carroll. Now, that's a little inspiration for you on today. A little thought there. So, if anybody who's listening to the sound of my voice, or, who's watching this channel, if you are going through some difficult times right now, if you are going through any storms, or if you are going through any trials and tribulations, or anything that's testing you on today, or anything like that, try to be a little bit more grateful. Try to look at your situation from a different perspective. Try to be thankful for the things that you already have, and affirm that it's not going to be anything that's going to take you under. You're going to maintain everything you obtained, and there is no negativity. No negativity has no place in your life, has no place in your mind, has no place in your heart. Speak positive over your situation. Speak positive over your children. Speak positive over your relationship. And if it is anything negative or anything that's weighing you down, holding you down, that you may be unaware of, you know, ask Spirit for awareness. Ask Spirit to open your eyes. Ask Spirit to help you see. You know, if it is, you know, someone out there that may need a word, you know, from someone, or may need some advice, or, you know, may need some outside assistance, that's okay as well. Hopefully you can get it, you know, out the reading that we're, you know, about to do. Hopefully you can get it from a close friend, a relative, someone you trust, someone you know. Now, that was the inspiration, you know, for today. And it looks like, you know, we should be, you know, grateful. We should be thankful, and we should be affirming ourselves, especially with all these retrogrades, you know, that's going on right now. It is going to be a retrograde ending pretty soon on the 27th for some, if it's Vedic, the 29th, you know, if you're a Western astrology person, depending on what system you're using. However, there are quite a few planets retrograding right now. Uranus is in Taurus right now. However, it did dip into Gemini, and it will go back into Gemini. So it is some, you know, very funky times right now. Pluto, you know, being in Aquarius, you know, the air sign after coming from an earth sign, you know, so things can just kind of be turbulent right now. A lot of things can, you know, be shaky right now, you know, with the astrological weather, you know, that's going on. You know, these Scorpio placements right now, you know, truths can be revealed right now. You can start to see people, you know, for who they are. You can start to truly see yourself. You know, you can be doing research. You could be in school. You could be traveling. You can be doing some detective work. You know, someone can be doing some detective work on you. Hopefully no one's stalking you, or you're not out there stalking anyone. Hopefully you're able to let go of these exes and break these soul ties that, you know, you guys may have that's holding you back. Hopefully, you know, with this Scorpio energy, yeah, we know as murky water. However, we do know Scorpionic energy as the revealer of truths. So keep your eyes peeled and keep your eyes open. Now, today we are going to be doing a reading on one of the destiny cards, or cardomancy. This is a cardomancy practice that we're doing today. This is not tarot. I kind of mix all of it. I mix tarot with my oracle, with my cardomancy, with astrology, you know. So that's what we're going to be getting into today. So if it's a card that's going to pop out, it's going to pop out. And that's the card that we're going to be reading. Not a gender specific reading. However, I will talk about the two, man and woman, because with the 52 cards, or 53, because the Joker is a card. However, it just doesn't have a life path, or a distinct one anyway. They kind of do what they want to do, because, you know, we have that leap year. So the Joker card is representative of that leap year. So a card didn't pop out, so I'm just going to spread the cards, and whatever card I pull, that's who this reading is going to be for. The King of Diamond. So this reading is going to be for the King of Diamond on today. Awesome. And again, it's not a gender specific reading. It's not going to be a gender specific reading on today. And let's see those birthdays for the King of Diamond. So if you have any of these birthdays, rest assured you are a King of Diamond, beloveds. Again, not gender specific. You could be a male or a woman, but you would hold the King of Diamond energy. And these birthdays are January 14th, Capricorn, February 12th, Aquarius, March 10th, Pisces, April 8th, Aries, May 6th, Taurus, June 4th, Gemini, July 2nd, Cancer. This is for a King of Diamonds birth card, or soul card, as we call it in cardomancy. So I'm just going to grab this other deck over here because another King of Diamond might want to pop out in your reading. So I'm just going to pop that up there for that King of Diamond. We're doing this King of Diamond reading on today. That's who the big show is all about. cards wanted to spill about. I'll be right back. 1 second. May have a little